Hello and welcome along to this video where you will learn to install Hardie Plank cladding. The installation in question took place at Colonel Frank Seeley Academy in Calverton on the outskirts of Nottingham. A total area of 5,000 square metres was to be clad using Hardie Plank cladding in khaki brown supplied along with colour matching trims by Northern Building Plastics. First things first, all products must be stored on a dry and level surface. Products stored outside should be covered with a waterproof covering to avoid contact with water and dust, as installing wet weatherboard will result in shrinkage at butt joints. Like in this case, where the Hardie Plank is being fitted horizontally, you will need to install battens vertically at centres of 600mm at maximum, leaving a 20mm gap from the soffit or windowsill. At MBP, we also stock treated timber battens in a range of sizes that will be perfect for this application. EPDM gasket tape provides additional weather protection to the timber battens to prevent them rotting prematurely. In this case, the fitters have installed it along the whole length of the battens. However, you can alternatively just use it where two planks abut each other by cutting a piece approximately 200mm in length to insert behind the joint. The easiest way to ensure the correct detailing for the first plank is by installing the combined starter and ventilation profile. This should be nailed along the front face of the battens. Likewise, at the top of the battens, ventilation trims should be fitted by dressing the top of the batten with the perforated profile, and once again nailing through the front face of the battens. You should then fit the colour matching metal corner trims by cutting them to size and fixing the trim in place with stainless steel nails. Make sure to oversail the bottom and top edge of the timber batten by 10mm in order to accommodate the drip edge to the first and last board. In most cases, with the first plank you fit at the bottom of the wall, you won't need to trim it to size. However, the building in question was on uneven ground, and for this small section of wall to be level with the run of cladding already installed to the left of it, the installer had to measure and trim the board accordingly. The first plank needs to have a minimum 10mm drip edge and be nailed in place along every batten 20 to 25mm below the top edge of the weatherboard. When fixing the ends of the cladding, ensure the fixing is placed 15mm in from the edge. The second row of Hardie Plank weatherboard is placed so the lower edge of the second plank overlaps the top of the first plank by a minimum of 30mm. It is important to carefully maintain uniform spacing throughout the construction of the wall. You can also use a gecko gauge or an equivalent non-James Hardie product to help speed up installation, as not only will it mean you can easily install the boards on your own, as it holds the board in position, but with it set to 150mm, this will ensure the boards overlap by the same amount. It is advisable to check with the spirit level periodically to ensure the plank's level is maintained. On this occasion, with the cladding being installed on a school building, the installers chose to use silicone to seal the bottom of the planks down to prevent children from possibly trying to flick them back up. In most situations, it is unlikely that the planks will exactly fit the wall height. In this case, it will be necessary to cut the last plank down in width. Measure down from the underside of the soffit to the top of the previous plank, and then add 20mm. This will allow the correct overlap of 30mm and top ventilation gap of 10mm. Once installed, the Hardie Plank creates a beautiful aesthetic, with its traditional lapped weatherboard appearance. Available in 21 attractive colour options. Hardie Plank can also be installed horizontally or vertically in an open joint arrangement, or vertically in a hit and miss format, making it highly versatile and giving customers even greater choice. Under normal atmospheric conditions, Hardie Plank weatherboard does not require much maintenance to conserve its strength, properties and function. However, an annual inspection of the ventilation gaps, joints and fixings is a good idea to detect and repair any possible damage. Hardie Plank weatherboard can be cleaned with cold or lukewarm water, if necessary with the addition of a mild household cleaning agent that does not contain solvents. It should be cleaned a minimum of once a year. We hope you have found this video helpful. For more information about our products, check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.